Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Is all the Sonny loathing too much? GH going overboard with PCS Big Bad Wolf. General Hospital GH spoilers reveal that there have been some pivotal changes lately in Port Charles, especially since Patrick Mulcahy and Elizabeth Cortett took over as the show's CO head writing duo. Many fans have noticed a huge shift when it comes to Sonny Corinthos Maurice Benard and how he is being treated as a character, so let us talk about that. In some ways, it's nice for GH to finally acknowledge that Sonny is a mob boss since his crimes have perhaps been too glossed over in the past. Sonny certainly isn't a saint and needs to be called out on his behavior sometimes. However, you could argue that all the instant Sonny loathing has gone too far. It's one thing for people to recognize Sonny for the mob boss he is, but it's quite another to treat Sonny like he is the ultimate PC villain who must be punished above all others. It seems ridiculous for Laura Collins' Jeannie Francis to act like her eyes have been opened to what Sonny is capable of, especially since she thinks Cyrus Renault Jeff Kober deserves justice. Cyrus' actions led to Lulu Spencer M. Rylan landing in a coma, but that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all the horror he has inflicted in Port Charles. Out of all the things for anyone to be mad at Sonny for, beating up Cyrus shouldn't be at the top of the list. Laura has honestly become way too gullible when it comes to believing characters like Cyrus are working toward redemption. Likewise, Anna Devane Finola Hughes is acting like she is just now understanding the depth of Sonny's mob activities when all of this should have been common knowledge to her. It's been bizarre to see Sonny get treated like the big bad wolf of Port Charles out of the blue. The whole thing feels a little excessive, like the writer's way of forcing the audience to see that Sonny isn't one of the good guys. That said, Sonny is still a beloved character despite his line of work, and that's probably never going to change. Instead of convincing viewers that Sonny is a villain, the show only seems to be annoying fans with contrived writing choices. Of course, maybe all this is part of the larger story to make Sonny feel like the whole world is out to get him. It could be a writing strategy to drive Sonny off the rails on his altered meds, but most of these other characters still have flimsy motives for flip-flopping. Our predictions hint that Sonny has far worse drama ahead, so stick with us for updates on any terrible news that is still to come. General Hospital spoilers say more Sonny shockers are brewing no matter what. In the hallowed halls of Port Charles's General Hospital, drama swirls like a tempest in a teapot, and allegiances shift like sand in the wind. But amidst the tangled webs of romance, intrigue, and betrayal, one figure looms larger than life: Sonny Corinthos, the enigmatic patriarch of the Corinthos crime family. For years, Sonny has been both hero and villain, savior and scoundrel, earning adoration and ire in equal measure. But as the winds of change buffet Port Charles once more, some wonder, has the tide turned against Sonny for good? In recent months, Port Charles has been a battleground, with Sonny at the center of the storm. His return from the dead sent shockwaves through the community, leaving friends and foes alike reeling. But as he struggles to reclaim his life and his family, Sonny finds himself facing a new breed of adversary, those who once called him friend. Chief among Sonny's detractors is Jasper Jax, the suave Australian businessman with a bone to pick and a score to settle. Once, Jax and Sonny were allies, bound by their love for the same woman, Carly Corinthos, the fiery beauty who has captured the hearts of both men. But as Sonny's power grew, so too did Jax's resentment, until their friendship soured into bitter enmity. Now, as Sonny fights to regain his footing in a world that has moved on without him, Jax lurks in the shadows, biding his time and plotting his revenge. With every move Sonny makes, Jax is there to thwart him, his icy blue eyes gleaming with malice and contempt. But is Jax's hatred truly justified, or is there more to his vendetta than meets the eye? Meanwhile, across town, Another foe lies in wait, Cyrus Renault, the smooth-talking kingpin with a taste for power and a penchant for chaos. From the moment Sonny returned to Port Charles, Cyrus has been watching, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. With his vast network of minions and his iron grip on the city's underworld, Cyrus poses a threat unlike any Sonny has faced before. But as the battle lines are drawn and alliances shift, some wonder if Sonny's enemies have gone too far. Is all the Sonny loathing too much, or is General Hospital going overboard with PC's big bad wolf? For every misdeed attributed to Sonny, there are those who would argue his virtues, his fierce loyalty, his unwavering devotion to family, his willingness to sacrifice everything for those he loves. In the end, perhaps the answer lies not in black and white, but in shades of grey. For in the complex tapestry of Port Charles, no one is purely good or evil, and even the darkest hearts may harbour a glimmer of light. As Sonny fights to reclaim his place in the world, he must confront not only his enemies but also the demons that lurk within himself. Only then can he hope to find redemption and reclaim his legacy as the King of Port Charles. In the swirling drama of daytime television, few storylines command attention quite like the tangled web of relationships, secrets, and betrayals that unfold within the halls of General Hospital. At the epicenter of this melodramatic maelstrom lies the enigmatic figure of Sonny Corinthos, a man whose presence casts a long shadow over the fictional town of Port Charles. But as the show's writers continue to delve deeper into Sonny's complex character, a growing chorus of voices is beginning to question whether all the loathing directed towards him is becoming too much. Is General Hospital going overboard with Port Charles's big bad wolf? From the moment Sonny Corinthos swaggered onto the screen, he became a lightning rod for controversy. As the head of a powerful crime syndicate, Sonny's hands are stained with the blood of his enemies, and his conscience bears the weight of countless sins. Yet, beneath his hardened exterior lies a man capable of deep love and fierce loyalty, a fact that has endeared him to legions of fans over the years. But with great popularity comes great scrutiny, and Sonny's detractors are quick to point out his flaws. They decry his criminal activities, his propensity for violence, and his often erratic behavior. They argue that his presence on General Hospital glamorizes organized crime and sends the wrong message to impressionable viewers. They accuse the writers of romanticizing a character who should be held accountable for his actions. And then there are those who simply can't stand Sonny on a personal level. They find his arrogance grating, his moral ambiguity repugnant, and his penchant for self-pity tiresome. To them, Sonny Corinthos is nothing more than a glorified thug who deserves whatever misfortune befalls him. But amid the cacophony of voices clamoring for Sonny's downfall, there are those who see a more nuanced picture. They recognize that Sonny is a product of his environment, shaped by a turbulent childhood and a lifetime of trauma. They argue that his criminal activities are often driven by a desire to protect his loved ones rather than a thirst for power or wealth. They point to his numerous acts of kindness and generosity as evidence of his humanity. Moreover, they contend that the show would be far less compelling without Sonny Corinthos at its center. His conflicts with rival mobsters, his tumultuous romantic entanglements, and his fraught relationships with his children provide the dramatic fuel that keeps viewers coming back for more. Without him, General Hospital would lose a vital spark, a magnetic force that draws viewers into its world week after week. Yet, even Sonny's staunchest defenders can't deny that the character has his flaws. His treatment of women, in particular, has come under fire in recent years. Critics point to his history of emotional manipulation and coercion, as well as his tendency to prioritize his own needs above those of his partners. They argue that the show's writers need to hold Sonny accountable for his behavior and portray more positive role models for their audience. But change is a tricky thing in the world of daytime television, where tradition often reigns supreme. General Hospital has a long history of pushing the boundaries of social mores and exploring controversial topics, and Sonny Corandas is no exception. For better or worse, he is a central figure in the show's mythology, a symbol of both the best and worst aspects of human nature. So, as the debate rages on over whether General Hospital is going overboard with its portrayal of Port Charles's big bad wolf, one thing is certain: Sonny Corandas will continue to cast his long shadow over the fictional town for the foreseeable future. Whether you love him or loathe him, there's no denying that he's one of the most compelling characters in daytime television history. And as long as there's drama to be had in Port Charles, Sonny Corandas will be at the center of it all.